Hi, this is Lisa Loves to Crochet and Knit. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this cute little cupcake because it's birthday season and you can add a cherry or a candle to the top. So we're going to get started. You're going to need some brown yarn and the color of your choosing for the top for the frosting, and then little specks of sprinkles and some fiber fill. You're going to need some of this to stuff it. And let's get started. You're going to need a crochet hook, a size I, a pair of scissors, a tapestry needle, and then of course fiber fill to fill your little cupcake or whatever you choose. So I'm going to start with the brown yarn for the bottom, and I'm going to start with a magic ring. So I'm going to start with the bottom. So I'm going to start with a magic ring, chain 1, and then I'm going to put 8 half double crochets in the magic ring. Two, 4, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to pull that tight. I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning, chain 1. Now I'm going to put 2 half double crochet or 1 half double crochet in that same space. And then I'm going to put 2 half double crochets in each stitch around. I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning, chain 1. I'm going to put a half double crochet in that same chain 1 space, and then I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in the next stitch and 2 half double crochets in the next. Okay, so I've gotten my last stitch, and I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning. I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to pull some more yarn here, and now I'm going to work the side of the cupcake to give it that definition. So I'm going to do a half double crochet in the back loop and in the stitch underneath. Now if you can see, this is the back loop. I have it facing, the inside, and this is the loop underneath. So I'm going to crochet in both of those. Oops, you can see it. I'm going to crochet in each, and so you can still have that front little loop, and it just gives you a definition, and it helps with the yarn turning. So I'm going to do a half double crochet in each stitch around of the back loop and the one underneath. So I'm going to continue that around. Okay, so I've completed that round, and you can see that it's kind of starting to curl up, which is what I want. I want it to be up like that. So then I know that, it'll sit kind of somewhat. So now I'm going to single crochet or slip stitch to the beginning, and it looks like I have kind of like a little cup going, and I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to put a half double crochet around the front post, and then on the other side I'm going to do a back post. So it's a front post half double crochet and a back post half double crochet. all the way around. And you're going to want to do this for 4 rows. So I'll see you when I get back of those 4 rows of front post half double crochet and back post. So I'm at the end of that first round of front post half double crochet, back post half double crochet, and I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning, chain 1, and I'm going to go right back into the front post half double crochet, and then to the back post half double crochet. And I'm just going to repeat this for this row and then 2 more. So you'll have a total of 4 rows. Okay, so I've completed my 4 rows of front post, back post, half double crochet. And I'm going to do a slip stitch to the beginning. I'm going to chain 1. And I'm going to cut my working yarn. I'm going to weave in my ends. See, it's a little, it's like a little cup. And so I'm going to weave in my ends, and then we'll start on the top. Okay, so I'm going to work on the top of the cupcake, and I'm going to start with a magic loop. And I changed crochet hooks to a size H to make it smaller. And so I'm just going to chain 1, and I'm going to put 6 single crochets in the magic loop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I'm going to pull it tight, and I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning. There's my slip stitch. I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to put a single crochet in that same chain 1 space, and I'm going to put 2 single crochets in each stitch around. Trying to keep my stitches tight. There, I've completed that round, and then I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning, chain 1, and now the next row we're going to do a single crochet in that same space, and I'm going to put 1 single crochet in the next stitch and 2 single crochets in the next. So I'm going to repeat that pattern around. Okay, so I've completed that round, and I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning, and I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to make sure I pull my work a little tight, and I'm going to single crochet in that same space, and I'm going to put 1 single crochet in the next stitch and 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and then 2 in the next. So I'm going to do 1 in the next 2 stitches and then 2 in the next. I'm going to repeat that pattern around. So now I've completed that row, and I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning, chain 1, and I'm going to single crochet in that same stitch, and I'm going to put 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches, and 2 in that next one. So I'm going to repeat that that around now. 1 and the next 3 stitches, and then 2 in that 4th stitch. 1, 2, 3. This one's got 2. So now I've completed that round, and I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning. And I'm going to chain 1, and I'm just going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch around for the next 2 rows. Okay, so I've made it back, and now I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning. This is my 6th row, and then I'm going to chain 1, and I'm just going to put 1 single crochet in that same stitch, and then 1 single crochet in each stitch around. And this is going to be my last row. Okay, so I've completed my 7th row, and I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning. Whoops. And I'm going to chain 1. And I'm going to leave a longer tail. And I'm going to pull up, make that a knot, so it's not going to come out. And I'm going to weave in my end. Okay, so I've weaved in my center magic loop ring and knotted it and weaved in my ends. And then I threaded my tapestry needle with the pink. And I have my cupcake kind of stuffed. I might add more later. It kind of looks kind of funny. So how I attach them is I take and I go under that ridge that I made at the end. The end of the round, so I go through both loops, and I go through the front of both loops, and then so I pull that through, and then I go in and kind of up into that same stitch I just came out of, and I pull it, and then I go down through the next and into that same stitch I came out of. Oops. And then so it stays kind of on top. So then now I'm going to go down in there. And I'm going to go into the next stitch through both loops. So it you kind of can't see it. It hides that stitch. So I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to go down in the next stitch, but I'm still in that little groove here because I find that two stitches stay in there. So I'm just going to continue to pull it down, and it hides that. I don't care if the pink is seen on the brown. I just don't want the brown seen on the pink. And so now I'm going to go up through the bottom for the brown, and then up through the pink. And I'm just going to continue to pull it tight each stitch around. And I'm just going to, so that'll be closed. When I get closer to the end, I might want to stuff it some more. This is just a starting point. So, a tip when you're weaving in your top to your bottom, I always try to do 2 of the pink stitches to 1 of the brown stitches, because the pink ones, there's more of those because it's a smaller stitch. So if you keep it evenly spaced around your cupcake, and then so it'll evenly match up. So I think I'm going to add more stuffing. There's still a lot of space in here, but I'm going to wait until I get closer to the end and leave a little hole. and then I'll be able to make a good judgment call on how much stuffing to put in. So I just continue to go around, and remember to pull the 2 into one of those spaces, so it evens it out a little bit. So now I'm going to put some more stuffing in. I don't want to overstuff it, but I want to stuff it so it's full. So let's pull some more stuffing here. I think that's good. And now I'm just going to continue to weave in my end underneath that layer of brown. You can see. Okay, so I have my ends weaved in, and I'm going to start with the slip knot, and then I'm going to get my H size hook, and I'm going to do the little ruffles around the cupcake. And I'm going to go in on the pink, and I'm just going to attach it with a single crochet into that one stitch, and then I'm going to skip the next stitch, and I'm going to do a single or a double crochet in that next stitch, and then I'm going to put 4 more in that same stitch. So you're going to have 5 double crochets, and this will create that little ruffly edge. Oops. So there's 4, and then here's my 5th one. And I'm going to skip that next stitch, and I'm going to go into the next one. But I'm not going to go into the brown, I'm just going to go into the pink. So I'm going to single crochet in the next one, and then I'm going to skip that stitch, and I'm going to go into the next one with it and do 5 more double crochets. Carefully not to get the brown underneath or break my yarn. So there's 4, and then there's 5, and then I skip that next stitch and I go into the next one, and it'll create this cute little ruffly thing for your cupcake. So now I've completed all those little scallops or ruffles, and I'm just going to single crochet to that first single crochet, chain 1, and then I'm going to cut my working yarn. And then you just kind of gotta shape it the way you think a cupcake should be shaped. And so there's my cupcake, and now I really need to weave in my ends. So I'm gonna weave in my ends. Okay, so now I have my colors that I want for my sprinkles, and I'm just going to stick my tapestry needle from the blue, and I'm just gonna go across, and I'm gonna pull it to the end, and I'm going to kind of go under so it gives it a little bit of a stability, and you can still kind of see a little speck. And I'm going to go back through. I'm going to slide it through to the other side, and I'm just going to make little specks of blue to add for my color. And be careful not to pull it too tight. And you can add as many as you want, or as few as you want. You could even add a cherry or a candle. We'll hold that for another video. I'm just going to add a few more, and I'm going to change colors. So, and I don't do any tying off. I just kind of let it go. And I grab my scissors and I just cut it off at the edge. And now I'm going to take the green, thread my tapestry needle, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to pull it across. And then I'm just going to make a little loop, and I'm going to go across the other side, make a little loop, go across to another side. Try not to, I want them to be seen, so don't pull them too tight. So, and don't do them too small. Do them, you know, across a stitch or two. And they'll help to keep your cupcake shape too. So I'm done with my green, and I'm just going to cut that, and I'm going to do my purple now. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to pull it to the end, make a little wedge, and then I'm going to go across and put little purple sprinkles all around. Don't pull it too tight. So, and just keep working on your sprinkles. And then there you have it. You have a cupcake that has sprinkles, and so there's your little cupcakes with sprinkles. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.